Zero birdies yesterday, a lot of birdies today. Can you explain that to us?
I've played the same as I did yesterday. That's Links Golf for you. I executed pretty much the same shots as I did yesterday. I didn't feel like I played any different. Today they just kind of went more my way, and my wedges were just a fraction better, and that was really it. Made a couple more putts and just felt like I was rolling it well today. There wasn't really much different. That's why Links Golf is the way Links Golf is.
What do you tell yourself last night when the breaks don't go your way?
I want to go home. But, I woke up this morning, I said, you know what, I can't give up. My dad always told me never to give up. Just got to keep going, and that's what I did today, and I was proud of the way I fought back. Really, really persevered through some emotionally difficult moments, and to hold myself together and not get pissed and slam clubs and throw things and all that. Like I wanted to. I was very proud of myself.
How hard is that to not do that, and how much does it take to not do it? And what is it? Do you tell yourself something to stop you doing it? What is it that's your kind of trigger to make sure?
Yeah, I want to be a good role model for kids, and I struggled with that in my earlier part of my career, and I want it to be different now, and that's the reason why I do it. Is because I want to be a good role model, and sometimes I fail at that, and I'm getting better each time. And I think today and yesterday was a good testing moment for me to really showcase myself and doing the right thing no matter what, no matter how mad and how dumb some of the breaks and bounces are out here.
You've been through the ringer for the past 24 hours. I guess the reward was that walk up 18, because that was one of a reception for someone who isn't from around here.
Yeah, it was very appreciated. Look, Bob's playing really well too, so they were clapping for him as well, and Rosie's playing great. I really wanted to make that putt to shoot even for the two-day total, and I've been incredibly happy. But I hit a great putt, hit high lip, and it was awesome to get that type of ovation coming down, because I didn't want to leave. As much as I did want to leave, I didn't want to. When I got out here, I was like, I'm going to play the weekend, and that was kind of a appreciation, I think, clap for working hard and getting back to where I was. So I thank them for that.
Bryson, Phil said yesterday that 2013 winning at Miracle was the proudest moment of his career, because he conquered a style of golf he'd never done before.
Yeah.
And became a complete golfer. Just curious how much sort of that mountaintop is on top of your list of priorities as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, in order to be a complete golfer, you've got to win over here. And that's something I've struggled to do. I played well at times when it's dry and greens are more consistent in their bounce, and the greens are a little bit better. But when it gets as chaotic as this, I mean, with the wind going every which way, flipping on 18 completely, when you're preparing all day for that left to right wind off 18, you have to be a complete golfer that pivots on demand. And I think he's right. It's the most proud moment of his career, which is awesome. And for me, if I was to, if it was to ever happen in my career, it would probably be the proudest as well.
Bryson, you seem to be using a different type of golf ball to practice with earlier in the week. Can you give some insight into that?
I'm using a different golf ball?
Yeah, when you were practicing on the range earlier in the week.
Oh, I was just... I'm not gonna... You are so good at asking questions. Look, I'm working with somebody that's going to get me a ball that works better for my speeds, and hopefully there's some more improvements to be made there. That's something I hope to complete in the next year. I need help out here. I hit it way too high, and look, I've tried to lower my flight, but I compress down on it really hard, and the thing just, I spin it like crazy, and then on my wedges, I don't spin it. Launches high with no spin, so I'm working on a few things that'll help get that launch down while controlling the spin, so it's more predictable out of my wedge shots. So that's what I was kind of working on, and seeing if there was a more stable ball in windy conditions earlier in the week. There's not. But I'm working with somebody that I've already seen improvements on. It's just not ready to be released, unfortunately. They can't make enough as quickly as they'd like, but it's coming. It'll be here. Worst case scenario, September, but an iteration of it in the next couple weeks. So not in time for this week, but you know what? I'm going to give them all this weekend.
Before the tournament started, the executives at the RNA said that they'd held talks with the president's family to take the Open to Trump Turnberry. Obviously, your video with the president was one of the most remarkable things.
Yeah,
and
like
some of
15 million views.
Yeah,
It was fun.
What would be your view of the Open going to his course?
I look at it as a golf course. You know, it's one of the best golf courses in the world, and I'd love for it to be a part of the rotation. And albeit I haven't played it, I heard so many great things about it. And anytime you get to play a special historical golf course like that, I think it's worthy of it for sure.
Is he someone that, you know him, is he someone that would try and make it special because of his connection to it?
Oh yeah, I think he would, and he'd still probably respect the RNA and what they're trying to accomplish. And I can't speak on his behalf, but what I can say is that knowing him, you know, he'll do as best of a job as he possibly can, and I know they won't let him down.
Bryson, just to clarify, that golf ball, is that for just the Open, or would you use that for everything?
It might be for everything, most likely for everything. You know, I need a golf ball that on wedges can click on the face more consistently. I get a lot of slipping on the face just because of how vertical I am and how much loft I have, and it just rolls up the face and launches with no spin most of the time on my shots. And so getting something that comes off at a more consistent trajectory in adverse conditions is really the goal.
Thank you.
Well played, Bryson. Thank you.